I have a couple things I would like to say before I begin this. We have a guest down here. I also don't have my glasses on so that you can actually see my face because the glare on it is terrible, as you might have been able to tell from my last night shift gameplay. Link in the description. Secondly, I would like to say thank you so much for all of the love on these little commentary videos that I'm doing, the Makeup and Mumbling series, the r/true rate me. I'm so tickled pink by it, and I have cool undertones, so I'm even more pink than usual. But I'm so incredibly thankful that it has been received so well, especially my book talk video. If you're not quite sure what I'm referring to, I will put the thumbnail right here because I don't want to get in trouble by YouTube. I'm so incredibly thankful for all of the support and the fact that we've hit over 300 subscribers. That's crazy. And I have, how many followers do I have? I have a lot of followers on TikTok, but to me, YouTube is like an entirely different beast. You have to work really hard to be seen on YouTube. The TikTok algorithm is so easy to hack. It doesn't take much to go viral. But YouTube is kind of like Instagram and Twitter, and that's really difficult to get a good platform on. Regardless, I just wanted to say thank you again. Some of y'all brought up some really good points that I did address in the comments. I think that's all the housekeeping I wanted to get into. I don't even really know why I'm making this video, probably because I am in the mood to be very relaxed, as you can see. But that's not what I wanted to talk about today. What I wanted to talk about today was the fact that I came to the realization that I eat like a gym bro, and that is the most horrifying part of myself that I have ever had to discover. Thank you so much, sir, for moving the laptop. I eat like a gym bro, and it's not because I have any desire to be physically fit or ripped like these dudes do. It is out of necessity. And you're probably thinking, Cannon, in what world is eating like a gym bro a necessity? I'm so glad you asked. Thank you so much for your participation. You get an A in the class. I eat once a day. And before you go crusading in the comments and saying how unhealthy that is, I have some other health problems that I'm currently dealing with, and I am not able to eat more than once a day. I do eat enough calories a day, at least what my calculated BMR is. I eat enough. Trust me on that. Even if I only eat once a day, I still eat enough. And no, I don't binge. I've been in recovery from that for probably 3 years now. 2 or 3 years, I want to say. But that's not the point of this. The point is that I eat like a gym bro out of necessity. So if you don't know, I was diagnosed with celiac disease at the beginning of this year. Yes, because it's still November. Me thinking it's already 2024 just shows you how done I am with this year. So I was diagnosed with celiac disease at the beginning of this year, 2 days before my birthday, I believe. Okay, those are my glasses. My glasses. Do you mind? Cat's sitting next to me. I had to drastically alter my diet, as most people do when they get diagnosed with celiac. At first, we thought it was going to be a gluten sensitivity or maybe an allergy to it. No, it's not. Here's our guest. Do you have anything you'd like to say? Thank you for your contribution. He's just gonna chill here for the rest of this video. I hope it doesn't bother you. Anyways, back to the whole celiac thing. So I had to drastically alter my diet, and that also meant that I can't really go out to restaurants anymore because the chances of me getting gluted, as I call it, or glutened, I call it getting gluted because I think it sounds funnier than gluten. So because the chances of cross-contamination are so high and most restaurants don't take any form of food allergy seriously in the slightest, and I also live in a very red state, I live in a very conservative area, so that means they're less likely to take me seriously because they are the type of people to go, what do you mean you're allergic to peanuts? I'm not allergic to peanuts, but you get what I'm saying. So because of that, I pretty much had to start making most of my own stuff, and I used to eat a lot of bread, a lot of pasta. That was my main carbohydrate group. I feel like everybody has their favorite carb, like rice, potatoes, bread, pasta, wheat, I guess. You know, the whole grains and that kind of thing. So mine was wheat for a long time. It was pasta, bread. I was the carb lover in my family. I started making my own bread because, well, I can make it better, so... And I started baking too, and I really enjoyed it. And then I got the diagnosis, and then I had to completely scrap my old diet. And oh my God, it is so frustrating. They treat wheat like it's Frank's Red Hot. Put that shit in everything. And then any substitute is such a poor excuse that you're honestly just better off making everything yourself. I mean, was it 2 days ago? I made Irish soda bread myself, gluten-free. Tastes better than anything you can get in the store. Anything I bake tastes better than what you can get in a store. Except for these gluten-free Oreo knockoffs I get from Kroger. I'll put a picture. They're the Simply Truth Organic vanilla cookies. Oh my God, they're so good. I have like 2 or 3 of those every single day. That's my little treat because I can't go out to restaurants. And they don't have gluten-free bakeries where I live. So I had to switch. I had to change up my diet completely. And so I went from pasta and bread being my main component to rice. And I like potatoes to an extent. It's a texture thing. I don't like mashed potatoes and I don't like baked potatoes, but I like hash browns and French fries. It's a texture thing. It's always been a texture thing. And it really kind of sucked because I tried the pasta substitutes, and while they're not bad, they're not the best. Although I do like the chickpea pasta substitute. That's actually pretty good. I do like that. But I have found that it's better to just cut out the substitutes if I can. The substitutes just are not as good, so I honestly just cut it out completely. The gluten-free bread is such a poor excuse for bread when you buy it from the store, and it's just not that good. It's better if you make it yourself. I'm gonna be making that gluten-free Irish soda bread a lot though, because it's so easy to make and there's no yeast in it and it tastes so good. I switched out my main carbs to rice, and then I've liked vegetables. I've never had an issue with vegetables. I didn't used to like them cooked very much. Not very much. I hated cooked vegetables when I was younger, but if you gave me like a salad or something for dinner, I would eat the entire thing. I like raw vegetables. I don't have an issue with that. Well, then I got sick and I've had to readjust my diet even further, so I can't always do raw vegetables. Luckily, they sell cans of vegetables and like frozen vegetables and stuff. Delicious. And the thing is, the biggest difference between me and the gym bros is that I season everything. Black pepper is arguably the seasoning I eat the most of because I like it the best, and I put that shit on everything. I treat black pepper like the food industry treats wheat. I put that shit on everything, okay? I love black pepper. It's so good. Salt and pepper, and then I just change out the protein. And the thing is, I don't restrict myself either because I eat dessert. I bake it. I bake probably once a week. Like right now, I just made the best batch of banana bread I've ever made in my entire life, and I've been eating it, and it's really good. Before that, I made pumpkin bread. Before that, I made cookies, and then I made blueberry muffins, and honest to God, it's just so much better when you make it yourself. The biggest difference between me and gym bros is that, number 1, I season. Number 2, I don't restrict. And 3, I eat baked goods and not the healthy substitution crap. In my opinion, if you are going to eat sugar, eat the full thing, especially if you don't eat it often. I'm not somebody that particularly enjoys the artificial sweeteners because they also upset my stomach, and I think they upset a lot of people's stomach, actually. So in my opinion, if you're gonna have bad food, and I really, really hate when people assign morality to food because food serves different purposes to the body. I just wanted to come in and say really fast that I didn't explain this part very well. What I meant was that on a basis, all food is fuel for the body regardless of what it is. There are foods that are better for you physically and not as much emotionally or mentally. And there are foods that are better for you emotionally and mentally as opposed to physically. I just don't know why I didn't explain that very well. I think the biggest difference between the gym bros and I is the way that we go about our diets. My diet is not for physical fitness. My diet is to make sure that I have the most nutritionally dense meal that I possibly can, since I only have it, once a day. I don't really know why I'm rambling in this video. Maybe it's just because I'm frustrated and I just wanted to talk about it. I'm doing research for a wellness culture video, and it has me thinking a lot about food, my relationship with food, society's relationship with food, the wellness culture sickness ironically, is what I think of it as. Do not yawn. Your breath smells so bad right now. And kind of how that has leaked into everyday life. And I also want to recommend Mina Lay's video on the history of dieting, as well as Bailey Sarian's video. They're both really informative. They're both really well researched and really well thought out. Super, super interesting. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. Once again, remember, get off your phone, drink some water, go outside, or go to sleep. And I hope you have an amazing day, night, spring, summer, winter, and fall, wherever you are. Bye!